What's going on, you guys? It's Jabroni Crayon here, and in this week's video I took a look at Battlefield 2042's gameplay trailer that just launched. The release date is set for October 22nd, 2021. We really need some new blood. We've been talking about it a lot on stream, but this new Battlefield got a lot of hope for it. Stay tuned, guys. Check this one out. Alright guys, let's check out the Battlefield 2042 gameplay trailer. Forgive me for the audio quality. I've been making some moves to my computer setup, and I'm getting a new mic very soon, so bear with me for this one, guys. But let's break this down. Let's get some impressions here, talk a little bit about some of the features coming in the fall for the newest Battlefield. Let's go. Pre-alpha gameplay. It's a warning. Now, alright, so real quick, 128 players is the most we've ever gotten in a Battlefield title. So that's going to be 64 versus 64. Ideally, I think that's what we're looking at. It's not going to be Battle Royale. I think they've confirmed this Battlefield is not going to have a Battle Royale. Thank God. Honestly, I could use a break from the Battle Royales. I think there's a lot more to gaming than just that genre. And I would love to see an FPS that sticks to its guns, that just doubles down on what made it popular in the first place. Battlefield is doing that there. And yeah, I mean, I think Firestorm was a little bit of a failure with Battlefield 5. Maybe because it was World War II, maybe because of X and Y, who the hell really knows. But I'm happy to hear that we're going to be sticking to what made Battlefield great. Okay. Classic. Lots of cutting. Epic music. Alright, so we see a little bit of storms there. We see a lot of shit there, to be honest with you. We'll stop here. So yeah, I mean, we're riding into battle now. I love this. I hope that this is like the norm. I don't know if this is just to this map, or maybe they just got a snapshot of a player riding in a helicopter. But if you actually start matches out, in a classic rush game mode, like assaulting a city, you're all flying in. You got the Osprey, you've got the Apache in the background. You've got all these, like, if people actually move into combat like this, I think it's a lot more realistic. I think it makes for a much more epic and immersive experience. I hope this is what we're going to be seeing, because currently in Battlefield 4, the other, latest Modern Warfare Battlefield title we have, you start on the ground, and then if you want to go into a vehicle, you have to, like, choose for it to deploy in it, and, like, it's not as immersive as it could be. And I think if we look at COD and the way COD matches start, I mean, in Cold War, you're riding in and then you hop out and then you're on the boots on the ground. But I think that it's the little things, and I feel like Battlefield should double down on the fact that vehicles are abundant in the game. So if we're riding into battle like this, I would love to see that. I hope that's the case. Look at all those vehicles. God dang. Taking out the Osprey, you can see just how much vehicle variety there is. I mean, we've got like the Alligator helicopter, we've got the Apache, the Osprey, just so much vehicle variety. Jet fighters, we're seeing tanks getting dropped and shit. I mean, just looks like variety-wise, we're gonna have the most vehicles we've ever had in a Battlefield. I think the devs have already confirmed that. Yeah, I mean, it's just more is always good, man. More is always good. Take it. So now we get our first look at the kind of the graphical style. I just want to point out real quick. I mean, it's very colorful. I mean, this is like Black Ops 2 kind of vibes I'm getting here. Black Ops, which is like Battlefield has always kind of gone for a more grim, realistic graphical style, and to see it kind of take this colorful, kind of more cartoonish, it is slightly more cartoonish, I would point that out. And for some people that might be a turnoff, but I think if you want to push the envelope with all their physics and with what they're trying to accomplish from like a technical standpoint, I think it kind of makes sense for them to take this artistic style. I also think it holds up better with time. If they went for just straight realism, best graphics possible, make it look like real life, it'll look good, but in time I think it would wear, and you would see its wear much quicker. So I feel like this art style I kind of agree with, and I'm excited to see more of it. Grapple hook, interesting. So yeah, we see takedowns, we see a grappling hook. So they've already confirmed there's going to be specialists in the game, very similar to how we see in like Maybe Black Ops 3 would probably be a similarity for you guys to remember, or like Rainbow Six Siege, where you have special gadgets assigned to certain like operators. So I mean, that's pretty cool. They're keeping the 4 class archetypes of recon, assault, support, and what was the last one? Engineer. But there's going to be specialists within those 4 archetypes that have their own specific gadgets, but then gadgets that all of them can share. I think this is pretty cool. I'm super okay with that. I think that it's going to make like new operators and stuff just be a lot more exciting than like a new gadget. I think assigning yourself to a specialist is much more fun, and I think people are going to have favorites. Look at that sandstorm. So yeah, I mean, we see weather effects and stuff coming in. I'm super excited about this. This is probably my favorite thing about Battlefield's newest features is these crazy weather effects, because I think Battlefield is... the gunplay is going to be good, but the gunplay, in my opinion, is not like people would some people would argue that COD's gunplay is just better, it's smoother, it's faster, it's snappier, whatever. But one thing Battlefield has that COD really never has had is just those moments where you're like, holy shit, there's so much shit going on right now. It's just chaos. And I think the devs are really trying to double down on those Battlefield moments where you have a sandstorm in the middle of a battle, and there's tank shots going off, and there's helicopters crashing, and that's what Battlefield needs to hone in on if they really want this game to be just an absolute success. See that deploying? So yeah, we see deployment of vehicles on the fly just in front of the player. I think this is great. I don't like the vehicle system in Battlefield 4. I haven't played Battlefield 1 or 5, admittedly, but recently I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 4, which I feel like is probably a closer comparison anyway. And the vehicle deployment is you have to go all the way back to where you deploy. You have to, hope somebody else doesn't steal it. This one, you're calling it in, you're picking the vehicle. I think that's just a way better way of doing it. It makes more sense. It's more futuristic. I think this is just a great thing. I think it's going to be really cool to see what types of vehicles people are bringing in, picking. It's going to make vehicle customization feel a lot more fun, too. Look at that. Oh, man. This is all on the same level, by the way. That's just crazy to me. Oh, look at those fucking explosions, man. The visual effects are just insane. We see our second weather effect, so it's like a tornado within the sandstorm. I mean, it's really, again, it's like shit like this with, the physics and with the vehicles getting pulled and players. Like, this is stuff that you just don't see in other games, and so I think they should just keep going with it. So yeah, this is a really important thing that I think we gotta stop on, but that's on-the-fly weapon customization. This is really interesting. I mean, it's kind of like an active gunsmith. I'm not entirely sold on it, if I'm being completely honest with you guys. The reason for that being is, I'm just thinking like, are players just constantly going to be swapping out attachments like in between kills or even mid-kill? Like, what is that going to look like from an actual gameplay standpoint? This looks cool in the context of the trailer. You have a moment, you want to switch some attachments out for a different engagement. That seems really cool. But I am a little concerned, like, are you just going to be able to do this just while you're shooting at people? Like, what is that going to feel like? I don't know how I feel about, oh, he's got an extended mag now. He didn't before, but now he does. So I like this system. I think it's very cool. It looks dope, but I am interested to hear more and see like exactly how this is going to work in a more practical situation. They love these mongoose driving into the helicopter game. It's the second time we've seen it. Epic music. So yeah, we see third-person wingsuit. I think that looks dope. It's very like Warzone-esque. It kind of reminds me of other battle royale where, you know, I think we had a wingsuit with blackout, if I'm not mistaken. I might be wrong, but seeing a wingsuit just makes complete sense. It really shows you we're in 2042. We're 20 years in the future. And I don't know, I just think this is really cool. I'm really excited to see like what types of customization and futuristic, like where are they going to push the envelope technologically, like what are they going to experiment with. Are we going to have like target finder attachments or things that, you know, kind of annoy players that are a little bit too futuristic? Like are there going to be Gauss rifles, or they're going to be, you know, laser guns? Who knows like how far they're going to take it with certain things. It's not super far in the future, but it is possible we're going to get some things that players might disagree with initially, but who knows? I mean, that's just shit like that that I'm curious to see where they go. And you see the player getting pulled in, and you see the chopper, the players, the particles, everything is getting pulled in. I mean, that's just going to be insane. And if these are just free roaming, unscripted tornadoes that happen on this map, I mean, that's just fucking insane. You know, just riding through a map objective. You know, what does that mean if you're like planting a bomb, and the bomb's planted, players just can't go in it? Like, what's gonna happen? So the map effects are gonna be really interesting to me. I feel like players might bug out a little bit, but we'll see. This looks great. We see just so much map variety here. I mean, we got like lush green, you know, space shuttle launch. We've got, you know, the desert of Qatar or whatever. We just got so much. We've got like that Arctic Circle, like fighting in that. I love that. I mean, I love like map variety. Battlefield 4 doesn't have as much as what I'm seeing here. I mean, it just seems like they're really trying to go crazy. Are we going to get a little space battle at some point? Who knows, man? Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it, guys. I mean, overall, I think the Battlefield gameplay trailer was a success. I think that it didn't show a lot as far as actual gunplay combat goes. Like, we didn't really see players going at it. What does it look like? You know, how, you know, what's the time to kill, stuff like that. But we did get a glimpse at all the big, you know, sort of macro features of the game that look great. You know, the vehicle deployment, the variety of vehicles, the weapon customization, the map variety, the era. I think that there's a lot of good things to look forward to, like weather effects and stuff. Overall, I think it revealed what it needed to, but we definitely need more concrete gameplay before players can really say, all right, this is going to be a good Battlefield. But overall, I think they've made a great first impression. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm curious to hear what you guys are, if you're looking forward to it. Be sure to drop a comment. Is Battlefield the game for you? Is Battlefield a dead franchise? Are you guys going to pick up this one?